Now, on YouTube, you'll find a wide range of people who don't particularly like the Chinese Communist Party for an assortment of reasons, and they generally have a wide range of negative things to say about the way the Communist Party is running the country, and one of those things is censorship. China has a lot of censors, something these guys love to tell you about, but there's always one particular site that somehow managed to dodge all of this, and that site was Steam. Somehow, Steam was available for the Chinese public to access without a VPN, and that didn't really fit too well with the narrative. Now, to deal with this problem, the explanation you generally hear from these YouTubers is that the only reason the Communist Party allowed Steam to be accessed in the country is because that way they could actually have some control over what happened on the website. I mean, Valve was blocking Hong Kong protest-related games, so maybe there's some truth to it. Well, actually no, there isn't, because Steam has just been blocked in China. Steam Store? Blocked. Steam Market? Blocked. Steam Inventories? Blocked. Well, that's not good, and you might be wondering what all this means. Naturally, people are predicting the apocalypse when it comes to the most important thing in the world, CSGO skins, so I thought I'd take some time to explain whether this is actually a big deal. So, although the international version of Steam is blocked now, there is a Chinese version of Steam too. Its range of games is garbage, apparently there's barely 60 or so on there, but it does give gamers access to Dota 2 and CSGO, which are the biggest and most important games on the platform. But what it doesn't have are a lot of the functionalities of international Steam, particularly when it comes to community features, because obviously we can't have gamers freely talking to each other or anything like that. And in particular, it doesn't appear to have the Steam market. Now, I can't log into CSGO China properly since you need to be in China to do that, so maybe it is just a hidden functionality, but I think it's more likely it's just not there. And if Chinese gamers can't access the Steam market, well, doesn't that make it a lot harder for them to buy and sell CSGO skins? Well, not really, because the Steam market is completely dwarfed these days by the Chinese marketplace Buff163, and it seems like Buff, which uses Steam's trading feature, hasn't been affected by this. When I first saw news of this, I went and bought a couple of skins from a bunch of very Chinese looking accounts on the site, and the trades went through completely fine. That hasn't been affected, and so long as that's not been affected, pretty much nothing is going to change here. And that's before you factor in VPNs, which a lot of Chinese gamers are already using anyway. So unless something suddenly and radically changes, the practical impact of all this on skins is going to be nothing. But it does still follow an ongoing pattern of increasing government control over the digital space in China, especially in areas like gaming and cryptocurrency. And this is where the news stops being good, because it plays into something else that's been really worrying me for a while. You see, China closely regulates the value of its currency, which involves strictly controlling how much money flows in and out of the country. But because CSGO skins can be freely traded by people inside and outside of China, they essentially act as a smuggling tunnel under the Great Wall of currency regulations. And if the Chinese government ever notices this, you can expect there'll be massive trouble, and it's obvious they're scrutinizing the gaming space and Steam at the moment. Now, maybe this ban is a blessing in disguise. Maybe it will allow Steam to escape further attention, but this last thing actually does have me worried, and I don't think what's happened is a good sign. And in the meantime, this ban also does suck for a lot of people. I don't know how Steam and its oceans of hentai games were ever allowed in China in the first place, honestly. I don't know how video game censors in a culturally conservative administration ever let things like deep space waifu into the country, but you know what? Uncle Z is here now, and the party is over. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, massively appreciated. Otherwise, trust the numbers, not your guts. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching. See ya.